Well, hello. Welcome back to another video. Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been crazy. But I am back. Yes, hello. It is I, the Sly Raccoon. And I have a little guest here today. Some of you may know him. He's pretty famous. I'm talking about, of course, the famous RSings on YouTube. Say hi, RSings.
Hey, what's up, guys? RSings here.
There he is, Mr. RSings, or I'm just gonna call you Rick or Ricky.
Okay.
Is that okay? I think that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's okay.
Alright, cool. So, both you and I have just finished what we both think to be one of the best games of all time. Isn't that
Definitely
right?
game of the year, in my opinion.
What game is that?
Persona 5 Royal.
Ooh. Yes. Persona 5 Royale. We are here to talk about that. And just right off the gate, if you have not bought this game, go buy it right now. You fucking idiot. Go buy it. It is worth all of your money. And this is coming from me, Mr. Cynical. So, go buy it. So, yeah, right off the gate, it's worth all your money. So if you just want to know that, there you go. Go buy it. But we're here today because we wanted to discuss the game and just give our overall opinions and thoughts as to why we think it's so fucking good. So, yeah, Ricky, I don't know if you had anything to start us off with. Any opening thoughts?
Like,
Leave it to you.
how's the story to you in this way from the first one?
How was the story?
Yeah, you know how in the intro scene, like the first part of the game, where instead of you just going straight to jumping out the window, you actually meet up with one of the new characters.
Oh yes, one of my let's just say favorite new characters to ever be graced on my television screen. Yes, I think it was good. I like the new opening. I mean, they kind of cut off Life Will Change, which is like what you're not supposed to do, but I think it was still good either way. So I'll give him props for that.
I mean, I would thinking that they would have to change it because, they're trying to add new elements in, so they'd have to put new things in and try to mix it correctly so it sounds perfect.
Yes, no, I get you on that. By the way, we are gonna go deep, very deep, like full balls deep into spoilers. So if you're gonna buy this game, don't listen to like the rest of this shit because we will spoil everything about this fucking game. So just there's the warning out of the way. So let's just I kind of wanted to go through the game like chronologically and just sort of talk about some of our thoughts and opinions as like we'll go along. So let's start at the beginning, Rick.
Okay.
Okay. So intro. We just talked about the intro, so let's go into the palaces or the first palace.
So Kamoshida's.
What what did you think about some of the changes they did to that palace? How did you
I mean,
like that?
like they made the puzzles more advanced, like some of the puzzles where you have to go through different gates and pull the right chords so they open, and having to actually use your sight to see where the footprints go so you know which one of those chords to pull.
That was a good change, yeah. What did you think about the gameplay changes? Because I have a lot to say about the gameplay changes, because they introduce you right away to a lot of new changes that, as for someone who's played the original game, it kind of took me off guard, but also was kind of good. I'll give my opinions after you, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean,
What did you think about the gameplay?
I like the changes pretty good. They were kind of easy to grasp after a little bit, but most of the time I was just using the basic commands that they had for the first part. But
Like
whenever
what specifically?
the basic commands were like just like the attack and using your personas and stuff, but when it came to like the later things in the game, that really threw me off, but I also got to grasp how they were used, and it was really just fun to use all the new things they put into the game.
Did you like the new gun changes? Because
Yeah,
I certainly
yeah.
did.
The gun changes were
I
fantastic. How
yes.
they
So
have different effects and everything.
if you don't know, which I don't know why you wouldn't, they in the base game, the guns had limited amounts of ammo, but now every time you start a battle, you get full ammo on your gun. So
Oh, that was just the
it's pretty
best.
fucking, it's pretty fucking good. Because I was able to basically, by the time I got to the end game, I was just like rocking an entire gun build where everyone on my party had the electric mod, and we had max fucking technical shit. So I was just immediately knocking down every single enemy and just constantly doing all-out attacks. So I was just fucking flooring
Yeah,
every encounter. So it was pretty fucking good.
like as soon as
So
I was done with like when I got enough guts for the gun guy, I was able to automatically get like an electric gun without having to do any updates on the gun, which was pretty
mm,
cool. I was just able to pull it out, and I was like, I didn't know this had electric attachment. And I was just like, this is great for an attachment on a gun.
I know the mods were. I didn't invest a whole lot into the gun guy. I'm really mad that I didn't because I actually like his confidant. His confidant was pretty good, but I didn't. I don't remember if they had like those type of mods in the base game, but they were pretty fucking good. So
I'm not sure they
I
did.
like that. I know they had mods, but I'm not sure if they had like the elemental types.
Yeah, like the mods they had in
But
the
I don't know.
base game was
I didn't do
just
my
like damage
research.
mods.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So what did you? There's something else that gets introduced pretty early on in Kamoshida's Palace is the grappling hook.
Oh, that was
What do you think about that feature?
I'm like,
Obviously, being from Super Smash Bros.
yeah, like they actually added the grappling hook since in the base game they never had it. So when they made it in Super Smash, I'm like, how come that's not in the base game? Why would he have a grappling hook now? So when
That's what
I
I thought too.
so when they introduced it, I'm like, okay, now they're actually making it more lore and base and everything.
Yeah, the grappling hook really like kind of I think opened up a lot of the levels and allowed you to like take multiple paths and shit. I think that was very good and very needed because some of the dungeons can get pretty linear, and I think just adding that adds a little bit of spice to the mix, if you know what I mean.
And sometimes with the grappling hook, you can skip through a lot of the palaces if you're not really trying to go through them
The
for a long
battles,
time.
yeah, yeah, and also it allows you to get to another new feature of the palaces, which are the will seeds. What did you think about those?
Those are pretty cool to collect, and with collecting all of them, you can get better, like you take them into mementos and better things come. They have like special, things to them.
Yeah, like each palace is like based off of one of the deadly sins, and
Yeah,
each of the will seeds will give you basically like an ability that's like kind of based off of the palace leader, and I thought those were really like cool. I know the one I used a lot was fucking the one from Kanoshiro was pretty fucking good, where it just increased everyone's defense, and the one from Sai's palace where it increases your evasion as well is pretty good.
yeah.
And I think the one what was that? Go ahead.
Kamoshida's palace, his was pretty good at some points because you could heal yourself while also getting a boost in attack.
Oh yeah. Oh, with his the chalice one.
The
What it,
Champions
yeah,
Cup.
yeah, that one. That one was pretty good too. I had An have that one because I thought that was kind of fitting. So yeah. So, and just another thing about gameplay. What do you think about Takeover being the new ambush song?
I mean, it's really good. I like how they kind of like fleshed it. Like instead of always hearing "Last Surprise" of the song, now you just keep on hearing like for ambushes is "Takeover," which is a new song that now you don't have to hear the same song over and over for like the last one.
Hmm. Do you like Takeover more than Last Surprise? I want to hear
Yeah,
this.
I like Takeover more than Last Surprise. I just it's new things, so I just kind of like new things most of the time.
I get that. That's good. No, yeah, I thought it was really good. Definitely changed up the mix of things. 'Cause having to hear the Last Surprise all the time got kind of annoying by the end of the my first playthrough of P5. So hearing Hearing Takeover was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. So other new things with Kamoshida's shit. What did you think about the new social skills, or having like the social skills like take longer? What did you think about like
I mean, I
some
thought
of
that
the
was
new?
it's pretty good. I
Go ahead.
liked all the new social skills and everything. They were took time, but it was good. It's fun to go through.
Yeah, that's good. And they also I forgot to mention this earlier. They also removed the baton pass from all the like from being a confidant skill where you just get it automatically. I thought
Oh,
that was like pretty good. And now like all the Fan of Thieves confidants have like extra new skills,
abilities.
which I thought were pretty useful. Yeah.
I'm like, finally, now I don't have to like really try, like, if I'm not gonna do a confidant, I don't have to try hard to get the baton pass up because I already have it now.
Yeah. Yeah, that allows for like more different more different play styles, I guess. Yeah.
Because
That's
in
what
Persona
I'm trying
5,
to say.
like, if you wanted to use a certain move from a different character to hit the weakness, you would have to have their confidant skill up, or at least go through all the turns until it reaches their turn.
Yeah. This like makes combat flow like better in your favor.
Yeah.
So which I thought was pretty good. So also, what did you think about the way they introduced some of the new characters in this arc? I'm pretty sure. Well, at the end of this arc, actually, let's talk about that later. Let's talk about the boss fight now. What do you think
Yeah.
about the new boss fight for Kamoshida?
It was really surprising. I didn't think they would really change the boss fights. When I got into a new boss, I'm like,
Yeah,
whoa, what's
that's what I
going
thought
on
too.
here?
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty cool.
So yeah, they added a couple new phases for Kamoshida. One is kind of risque. I don't know. You want to talk about that since you kind of like that shit?
I mean, I don't really mind. I mean, if you want to talk about freaking Shiho, how she's dressed up in Kamoshida's palace, go right ahead.
Oh, what's she dressed up as?
I think it was like a lamb or sheep.
I mean, what? She
Like,
was a fucking like Playboy bunny. What do you mean,
yeah.
bro? So yeah, there's that. She's like a phase where you have to like kill her or focus on Kamoshida. I obviously killed her because I hate women.
Yeah.
Cut that out. Cut that
Wow.
out. Cut that out.
Damn.
So yeah, there's that phase, and yeah, there's Kamoshida. What do you think about the going back to what I was saying earlier? What do you think about the way they introduced some of the new characters into the story?
I thought they were very well introduced. They put them in like in a scene that would really just flow like regularly instead of just making them just show up abruptly.
I get that. Yeah.
Kind of like when
What do you
they
think
introduced
about
Ryuji and stuff. Like Ryuji would just appear like he's running and then boom, it's like, what are you looking at? It's like, what's going on?
yeah? What'd you think about the new characters at first?
I mean, I thought they were pretty cool at first. I mean, I really liked the Kasumi route a lot, and Dr. Maruki was also pretty cool, chill.
Yeah, I thought they. At first, I didn't really like the whole senpai shit with Kasumi, 'cause, like that's kind of like annoying anime trope number 587. So I was kind of like, about it. But like going on, I'll talk about this later. I grown to like actually like really like her character, so we'll talk about that later. And for Maruki,
I thought he
I
was
don't know,
pretty cool.
yeah, I liked him at first. Yeah, he was pretty cool.
His confidant was
pretty cool
really
guy.
really good to level up and everything.
Oh yeah. Want to talk about his abilities now? We can talk about.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, what do you think about some of Maruki's abilities?
One of the best abilities I would say is Detox, because every time you get affected with a status alignment, it really just completely throws it off of you sometimes.
Yeah. No, yeah, I thought that was really good too. Like a lot of his shit with the one where when you're at low SP and it just like immediately just gives you like a shit ton of SP back.
Yeah, what was it called?
I thought that was pretty
Wakefulness?
good. Yeah, I was like wokefulness or some shit. I
We
thought
are
that was pretty
definitely
good.
woke.
Yeah, hella woke, bro. Go woke, go broke. But yeah, I thought a lot of his abilities were really useful.
Yeah,
So
one of the things I like a lot is the flow ability also, because it helps you charge and concentrate in battle so you can hit them with a more powerful attack.
oh yeah, that one was pretty good too. They were all just really good.
Yeah.
Like really all actually serving a purpose, unlike some confidants who will not name because I kind of despise them.
I mean, I went through
All
all
right.
confidants, so I mean, some of their abilities were good, some of them were just like not good. Like
Oh, you want to talk about what happened to you
so
with
basically,
your playthrough?
yeah, basically in Persona 5 when I played the regular one, I did all confidants because I was trying to get the achievement for that. And I thought, well, if they're gonna make a royal, they're probably gonna have more confidence. I want you to get that and have that achievement too. I went on through the whole entire game. I kind of messed up on getting Dr. Maruki's confidant because I didn't know he went away after a certain amount of days. But I thought I don't really need to level him
I
up.
didn't tell you.
It's the game that the game's just gonna go into the new stuff whenever I want. But nope, I had to have that at level 10.
Yep. Yeah.
I was trying to
You got screwed and got the original ending.
Yeah, I was trying to like get all the confidants all at once, to get everything good, but I didn't think his would be like ending a few months or something. So I'm like, okay, I'll go back to him later in the game and get everything good. But nope, it's not how it works.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad because my friend texted me when I was like halfway through Kanashiro's palace. He's like, "Hey bro, you gotta finish Kasumi, fucking Akechi's and Maruki's confidants before like November or something." I'm like, "Oh shit, I gotta do that."
I was gonna
And
tell you, I was
you were
gonna,
already like in December,
yeah,
but when I told you that,
I was gonna tell you because I didn't want to like spoil it for you, like saying, oh yeah, you need to get these up. I didn't want to like spoil it, and then you being like, you just spoiled the game.
yeah, because I'm really like fickle when it comes to
Spoilers.
spoilers. I don't like that,
You get
so
mad.
I get kind of mad. So let's move on to more of the story. Go into Madarame. What do you think about some of the changes with Madarame's palace?
I mean, his was like it was kind of the same, but some of the stuff where they hide the paintings when you're going through his palace, it's like you look at all the paintings, they're all wrong, but then you realize, oh wait, there's a
Oh
background
yeah,
there. So
they changed that
I
part.
literally, I'm literally like, I looked over the paintings like 10 times, like, what is wrong with the painting? It has everything in it.
Oh wait, you're talking about the
Going,
which part are you talking about? The Sayuri one where you have to look at the Sayuri, or the one
yeah,
before that?
the parts with the Sayuri when you're looking through it and trying to find your way through.
Oh yeah, that one got kind of annoying. But
That kind of
yeah.
pissed me off so much. I'm like, I'm looking at the right one. There's no other painting. And then I'm like, oh, there's that background that I cut apart. Okay, I see.
What do you think about his boss fight changes? Because I remember
Um,
playing through the base game.
I mean, the boss fight
I think I
changes
was like,
were okay. I was thinking like you would just
okay,
take him down out of the painting, and he would just it goes back and forth. But adding the extra Madarames with different effects and everything really brought a new aspect of difficulty to his fight.
yeah, no, because I remember playing through the base game my first time and having like a hard time with his fight because I couldn't figure it out because I was stupid, and plus I was like a bit underleveled, I think too. So that one took me a while, but playing it through this time, I thought it was better balanced, I guess. Maybe because I was over leveled, but
Yeah, I think through always the
I
first
thought,
playthrough, you don't really think you need to be that high for certain bosses, but when you get to them, they're like, I'm super ultra
yeah.
powerful, and now you're gonna die easily. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time grinding in Mementos. Speaking of Mementos, let's talk about the Mementos changes because we haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, like,
So they added a whole lot of shit to Mementos, which I thought was pretty good. They added Jose,
yeah.
whatever his Jesus. I don't know. They pronounce it weird. I'm pretty sure he's actually Jesus, because based off some of the dialogue he said in his fight, it kind of alludes to him being like like Jesus or some shit.
I still need
That's
to
what I
I,
that's
s-
what I thought.
I still need to watch his fight because I didn't know there was a fight for him because I just went through Mentos and finished it and then went on with the game.
Yeah, I'll talk about his fight when we get to like the third semester, but yeah, he allows you to basically like change like the whole like cognition of mementos,
It
like
wasn't.
getting you like more items and like XP and
I went straight for the
other shit
XP.
too. Yeah, I did that too. I was just straight grinding mementos, and he also has the stamps too, which I thought, oh, that's part of the stamps, which you get from
Yeah,
the stamps.
I like the flowers where I
He
could
also
get.
has the flowers. That's what I
The
meant.
flowers were probably like this one really good when you were able to buy like the certain vials like Dizzy Vial, the Sleep Vial, and everything like that to spare.
Oh, yeah, and he had like a shit ton of like SP shit.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
yeah, the vials are very good for the most powerful enemies that don't have weaknesses.
Yeah.
Because you'll just hit like technical or just use the despair vial to automatically kill them.
Oh yeah, those worked wonders.
That reminds me, another thing about
So yeah.
Mentos, the Reaper.
Oh, the Reaper.
They
What do you
changed
think
it
about the?
completely.
Well, they didn't like change him that much.
Well,
They just fixed that.
yeah,
They fixed that glitch
the
where
cheating
I'm gonna
glitch.
call it a glitch, where you used to love abusing in like the at the end of the game
I remember
to
just going like
power level yourself.
as soon as I was able to do that, I would wait until flu season comes and just stay there until like level 99. The game would just be
Yeah.
like broken after that, and I would just make all enemies just not want to fight me. One hit KO them
So
with
yeah,
Sintel.
they they fixed the Reaper, but I think now it's kind of better because it like actually makes him more of a threat,
Yeah,
and like his boss or his fight is like actually good.
yeah. I mean,
And they also changed up a lot of the like floor layouts and like what the floors do on like mementos. Like now there's like ones where it's just like they have floors where it's just like all like high level enemies or like all it's like pitch black.
yeah.
And you can't see
The
anything.
deviated floors is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah,
Now I don't know if
I
you
thought that was pretty cool.
I don't know if you encountered this in Mentos. I don't know if it's like an end game thing. It's really weird. When I was playing it, I was going through Mentos. All of a sudden, since I was going up, I fell through the floor into the bottom level.
You did?
Yeah, like all of a sudden,
What
like
the
I
heck?
just felt like it was like a cutscene, like not like a cutscene, but it's like it shows like we're gonna like actually going through the floor of the palace and like of the Mementos. I'm like, wait, what is going on?
What the heck?
It only
Yeah, I
happened
didn't.
once, but it's like a feature that they added like when I was doing the last
Well, it just
palace.
took you to the bottom floor of the area.
No, it took me to the floor before the floor I was on. So I was going up the stairs to get to a rest spot because I was really far back.
Yeah.
And as I was going, it dropped me down to the floor. I dropped down the floor.
What the heck?
I'm like, okay, weird, but let's continue going.
Yeah, that's
No
strange.
one said a thing, which I thought was like, is that a glitch or is it just something that they're not gonna explain?
Like they show like the floor like cracking and shit,
But like,
or they just like teleport you through the floor.
it was more like, you know when when you're fighting the enemies, they like bubble up and then turn into the enemy. In Mentos, when you hit them, they kind of like go into like goo and then pop back up.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Like it wasn't like I would go there and it would like kind of like goo down and then you would fall down into the next floor.
What the heck? That's weird.
Like it literally went from so it
Huh.
was like you're on floor 5 and then when I went over that little patch, it went to the thing like you know when you go down the stairs, it goes like okay now you're going to floor 6 and stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, it just did that and just put me down on the next floor. It showed the screen of you going down.
The hell?
I'm like,
That's weird.
okay.
I gotta look that up. Huh.
I was kind of like,
Alright.
this is weird. Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about fusion while we're like talking about like combat and shit. What do you think about the changes to fusion and like the whole Velvet Room changes?
Oh,
What do you think about those?
I thought they were pretty good. I mean, it was kind of still the same-ish until like you get more later in the game and stuff. I mean,
When you get the alarms.
the alarms, I liked them a little bit, but most of the time it would be annoying because after I kill like 2 enemies, it would reactivate, and then I would have to go back and turn them off every so often because I have no personas to make.
Well, you didn't have to like turn the alarm off. You could have just like left it on.
I know, but like it just made me like every time I get to a safe spot, he has to stop and say, "This is unsettling. I must go to the Velvet Room."
No, but yeah, I think the whole alarm system, like, I think it adds like a nice bit of like a better way to like boost like your overall like power.
Yeah,
I like the randomness aspect where you could get like the thing could fail and you get like a random ass persona with
that
like some like wonky shit.
that
I
one
thought that
kind
was pretty cool.
that only one time that annoyed me. Actually, no, twice that annoyed me. I was trying to make a persona for the Strength Confidant, and it failed, and I had thought nothing of it because I forgot the persona's name. I'm just like, all right, that's persona. Let me add this to it. I added to that, and it's like, that's not the persona you need. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now?
Oh my god.
And then it failed
Yeah.
again, and I was trying to make a persona, it failed again, and here's the worst thing about it. This persona they made was the worst one. It was like a high-leveled one, but it had nothing but like dodge skills.
Really? I seen a bunch of those on
Like
Twitter.
I'm like,
I
alright,
was
and then it's like side dodge, nuke
That's like
dodge,
actually
fire
like good though,
dodge.
because you could have fused that into another persona and get like a shit ton of dodges and crap.
I don't know,
It would
it's
have been like
like, are
amazing.
you kidding me right now? I just wanted a persona with some strength to it, not just all dodge. I don't need these
You'd be
dodge.
invincible. You can just use your gun.
Yeah, but you only get
You
one
just
mag.
dodge everything,
You only get one mag in your gun.
and then you just attack the whole time.
That just takes longer.
God damn it! All right, what'd you think? Did you do any of like the challenge battles in the Velvet Room?
I did the first one. It was alright. I mean, it didn't really like make much, like give me much stuff to the game. I just kind of like only did one,
Yeah,
and I was like, it's not really important to really do.
yeah. I completely like forgot about them until like like literally last night. I went back and like reloaded a save, and just to do the challenge battles, and I look, and there's only like one track of that's given to you for the base game. The rest you have to pay like for DLC to get them. Because I
Wait,
saw shit of people like battling like the Persona 3 and 4
oh,
protagonists in like the challenge room.
so they only give
I'm like,
you.
that's cool. I want to do that. So I go and look, and everything else is like locked behind DLC, and there's only like one thing with like 5 fights. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Let's pay for a whole nother game to do extra fights.
We gotta talk about the DLC. We'll talk about that later, because the DLC kind of grinds my gears. But
Why? Because it gives you overpowered stuff.
we'll talk about it later. So let's move on. We got a lot more to talk about. We've been talking for pretty long right now. I want to get through this. So Kanashiro, what do you think about the changes to Kanashiro's palace?
I thought they were pretty cool. I mean, at one point when we were like deep down in his palace, we would get to golden doors, and I was online looking up what is behind the golden doors because I'm like, I don't want to like pay for nothing. I
Yeah,
couldn't find anything, so I ended up like, all right, let's see what it is. I paid the like the 10,000 yen, everything, and it's just like, all right, you're at the last console. I'm like, really? You're just gonna take me to the
yeah,
last console when I could have saved 10,000 yen for whatever else I need and go through the rest of the palace?
yeah. I know. I'm glad you told me about that, because I went around them and did not waste my
I
money.
mean, I didn't want to like say anything because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm like, I don't want to know it to be like, this is dumb. I mean, like, I wanted to at least let you know about that aspect of his palace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What you think about the boss fight? I mean,
I mean,
to me,
it was a little bit, it was better. I mean, they like really just
uh,
made more of a like, it has a second phase now, like all the boss fights have now. Like,
yeah,
after you beat his Piggytron, then you have to defeat his two little minions on the side so you
I
could
thought that was good.
completely beat him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you beat him
It's like
fast
the
enough, you could probably just take out the guy that shields him and probably just defeat him there. Before his minion goes away.
yeah, because I don't know, I never really cared for the Kanashiro fight. I thought it was kind of like boring, but I thought that added like a nice bit of spice and kind of like made it better in my eyes. But yeah.
Yeah, I always hated how you have to throw out an item just to distract them. It's like, I have such good items and I have to throw them out so they'll actually look away.
Mm. Or you could just like concentrate on him and hopefully he falls down.
Yeah. I don't think he fell down on mine. He would always just roll over and not fall off. Only in Persona 5 he'd fall off.
Um, Alright, so moving on. Let's talk about Futaba's palace. They didn't really I don't know, I didn't really notice like a whole lot of changes on Futaba's palace. I don't know about you, but to me
I do remember like
it felt kind of like just the same. They didn't really do anything to
like
that. So
the one thing I really thought like was really just different was just the full folding part and the use your grappling hook to get through that part.
what part kind of like cut out?
You know the part where you have to follow, like you're following Futaba, and then when you walk forward, like you know when you go past that and you try to go where she goes, the spikes come up.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit before that part, the floor falls apart, and now you have to use your grappling hook to at least grapple on to get across the gap that the game has finally added.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's like what I said. Like the changes are like minimal as shit.
Yeah, and
And
then
I don't even think they like changed anything for the boss fight.
the only different thing
The
for
boss
the
fight.
boss fight was like where she like when her mother tries to hit you, she's able to like block it where it hurts her, but you have to like pick the correct dialogue for it to make her feel good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Which at one point I was just trying to skip through the dialogue a little bit fast, and it just like automatically like just didn't. I picked the wrong dialogue, and she didn't protect me. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I really have to read the damn dialogue, so I picked the right things.
That's why reading's good, kids. Don't be like Ricky.
I read, I just don't want to read that part because I already seen it. I had to go.
So yeah, that
was the second.
yeah, that
time
kind of like.
I had to play the game again just so I could get the new ending.
God, yeah. Yeah, that's a V with like Futaba shit kind of like made like the palace go lower in like my tier of like palaces in my mind because they didn't like do anything at all.
I mean,
Like they.
I kind of didn't really like her
So it's,
palace
like,
that
kinda,
much
yeah.
because it's kind of like a little bit boring. Her palaces.
Yeah. But yeah. So now I think let's do Kumura's, then we can talk about like
He's
the
on my
combos.
all-time fucking low on all the fucking palaces. I
Oh,
hated
Kumura's,
his
bro.
fucking boss fight. For fuck's
Oh,
sake.
this boss fight, bro.
It was so
I got a story.
horrible.
That. Let's talk about the overall palace first. They kind of like, I know they like changed like some of like the dialogue and shit for like the first part where you have to like talk to like the robots and shit.
Yeah.
Which I mean I thought was okay, but like again there was kind of like very like minimal changes and shit.
There was
which is like kind of expected, but
there was parts like in Persona 5, even if you find the right person, you could still go fight the other ones. But in this one, if you find the right person, it's like, well, you can't fight the other ones, just leave them alone. It's like, but I want XP. I need XP. Let me fight them.
That's what you got mementos for, bro.
Yeah, but I don't like going to Mentos and staying there for like 12 hours.
But yeah, the Akumura boss battle. Oh my god, let me get. This shit took me like an hour and a half to do.
Like
almost 2 probably. I don't know.
Because
That shit
did
was
you fail because of the
fucking
timer?
annoying. No, it wasn't even that. I forgot how the boss fight worked because it's been like a while since I played the base game, and I was constantly doing the fucking attacks where it attacks every single enemy instead of like targeting them one by one. So when I got to like the big like last like 4 robots, they would all run away.
I'm like,
like when I had them like almost dead, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
exact.
So I was just, and they just come back like full health.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
I
bro.
run away, I'm like, alright, so I'm done with that phase. Next thing you know, back, I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
So I was just, yeah, and it took me like forever to realize
Like,
how I gotta do them one by one.
The worst part is that I would get to the last one, and he would run away. I'm like,
oh my god.
come on! Don't run away, I need to kill you!
Yeah.
I probably took, like, I failed multiple times because literally the time would get done because I was able to defeat them fast enough. Like,
yeah, I know.
Stop that!
That boss fight's like
From
I don't know.
half an hour all the way down to like 5 seconds when I was like about to be done. I'm like, stop, please. Please stop.
Then when I finally beat those 4 ones and I got to like the big one after that and killed him, And he threw out the freaking robot Haru. I'm like, bro, I have like 5 minutes left. Don't do this shit to me after I just like went through this hell.
At
But I was
least,
able to kill her and beat it, so it was
did you
fine.
kill her or did she kill herself?
Oh no! Oh wait, yeah, she like, blew herself up. I'm like, am I gonna die?
I literally, I
I thought
literally
I was about to have
guarded.
a heart attack,
I
bro.
guarded on that. I'm like, I'm not gonna die
I
from
almost
this.
shat
I'm
my
guarding
pants.
right now.
Yeah. God damn, bro.
Like literally, I would lose the like I would really like switch out so many characters because the SP would go down so fast because I'm using like powerful moves because like I went through this boss fight with the regular personas that I had and I could not kill the freaking things for shit because they'd run away. So I decided to be a
Yeah,
cheap
no.
a-hole
Oh
and
my
get the
god.
DLC character so I could finish this damn boss fight.
That's where I gotta disagree with you, man. Only pussy ass bitches use DLC things without fusing them.
I literally went for like freaking 5 hours, maybe even 6 hours trying to beat this boss fight because he would always keep
It
on.
took you that long.
He kept on like I would hit them and then they would run away immediately. I'm like, stop
It
that!
took you that. You didn't tell me
Just
it took that long.
it took me
Jesus.
forever
I thought
because
mine was long.
he would keep on making them run away. I'm like, stop, please. I just
Bro, why
want.
didn't you just look it up?
I was
That's
up
what.
till about I was up till about either 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning trying to beat his boss fight.
Oh,
I did not want to go to sleep until I
Jesus.
immediately murdered his freaking palace.
Bro, I am so sorry. You did not tell me it took that
That's
long.
why I went to go get the freaking DLC character because I'm like, I'm not gonna stay
Okay,
here for
well,
another 3 hours trying to beat his damn boss.
I'll,
I mean,
I'll give an exception to my rule in
I
that
had my
case.
personas at like 10 levels higher than he was, and he would just not stop making them run away. I'm like, I'm going to cry. I'm going to
God
cry
damn, bro.
right now. I'm so done with it.
Yeah,
Let me
let's
just
give a
go
big
get Messiah.
fuck you
Let me
to Okumura's
like
palace.
let me get Messiah Picaro and just use the freaking um thing that takes my health away as I attack him, and just kill them immediately.
God damn it, bro.
I had Sintel and everything, just immediately just annihilating everything in its path. Like
That's what I'm gonna have to do on my
his
New Game Plus.
his persona is just overpowered to the max. Like he has a thing called Victory Cry, where if you want to just
Yeah,
use the heck up out of your SP, as soon as you're done with the battle, your SP is at 100, your health is at 100.
the heck? Huh.
Only thing you
That's crazy, bro.
Only thing you probably want to add to it is Enduring Soul, just in case you encounter one of those fights where you are probably gonna get hit with a freaking one-hit KO move. Like on
Oh yeah.
freaking Size Palace when he uses the almighty move and immediately kills you.
Oh yeah, that one kind of gave me AIDS too.
I literally I probably failed twice to her, and then like finally she wouldn't get the after the third run she wouldn't get the freaking almighty move, and I would just be like, this is great, let me just switch out to a persona that she cannot hurt.
Mm. Yeah, let's just talk quickly about Size Palace because there's not really a whole lot of changes. They kind of made it shorter with the only the only change I noticed was with they cut out like that one area of like the dark room
Yeah,
at the end.
like we're oh here you go. Okay, now you're blocked off. Now you can't go any further.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like
they cut that out. So
I
I'm
like
like,
that a
okay.
lot because that was just so annoying to go through the dark room again, and then it's like, okay, whatever.
Mm,
And I also realized that there's a
yeah,
shortcut to get back to the front of the you know the room we were hacking into the slot machine?
yeah.
There's a shortcut that you could jump into if you didn't. I don't know if you've seen that part at all.
There's a shortcut.
At the very beginning, you can't use it, but when you're going back to the front, there's a little like you have to go a little bit through, and you find a little pipe system where you can go through it, and you pop out at the front of the palace.
The heck?
In the front of the
I didn't
slot
notice
room.
that.
Kind of like
Oh,
look around on the, I believe it's the right side where the enemy is not. You'll see a little thing where you can climb up, but the vent is closed. You have to like break the vent when you're going back through,
oh shit. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
instead of having to fight all the personas again and go through that little back room and everything. The biggest difference they had would have to be her boss fight at the very end.
Yeah, they changed like how our boss fight worked, which I mean, I thought the original one was alright. this way, I don't know. This one kind of annoyed me a little bit
Yeah,
too.
I was
'Cause,
able to hear you be super pissed off with her to keep on killing you with Almighty move every single time.
yeah, like I would get her down to like a pew pair of health, and then she would throw out that almighty attack, which just like butt fucked me, killed me, and I was like, bro.
You probably had your defense up full and your
And she was like at 1 in the morning. I'm like, bro, I'm not dealing with this. But yeah, yeah, her boss fight. I mean, it was all right. I don't know. The changes are fine, I guess, but they're
I seen you getting so mad
they're
at
fine.
it.
I was just pretty pissed off because it was late and I was angry, hangry. But yeah, all right. Now that we got that done, we can like take a pause here because this is like where the story like changes up. Then you go after Shido. Let's talk about the new confidants. Let's start off with let's talk about Akechi's like new confidant because
Yeah,
he actually gets a confidant in this game,
his is interesting.
which is good because I like them.
Yeah, as you
My
go,
first playthrough,
yeah.
I'm like, I would like to know more about this person, but no, I can't fucking do anything. So
As you
but this
as you go
like
through
actually
this,
adds more to him.
yeah, instead of finding out he like hates you in Shido's palace, like literally as soon as you get like I think after you fight him, he's like, I absolutely just hate you. It's like, wow,
Yeah,
okay.
let's like talk about yeah, like throughout like his confidant, he like slowly like reveals like more shit. Like he talks about like how like his mother was like a crack whore or some shit and like fuck Shido.
Yeah,
And that's where he came from and he's like, I hate the world. I am edgy.
I am best villain. I am being
Yeah.
the good guy here.
And then I like his last like fucking thing was really good too because he's like, I want to 1v1 you, Nuketown, L96 onlys, like shit. I thought that was pretty cool.
I literally cheesed his like fighting scene, like the like when you fight him during his confidant, I literally cheesed it with just using Anubis.
Oh yeah, doesn't Anubis like block like
It blocks
curse and bless?
yeah, like literally he'd keep on only using those moves. I'm just like, now just to hit you about like 5 times with just the lowest moves and kill you. And then when we
Yeah, I
got to
forgot
his
what I used for him, but yeah, I
when
thought his fight was pretty good.
his actual boss fight was like, it was the same because there's nothing really different about his boss fight.
Yeah, I don't think they changed anything, which was fine because his boss fight was fine.
Like literally, I just made sure before I went into his boss fight, I ate a whole bunch of like SP things and HP things, so I had a full HP and SP going into it.
Yeah.
I freaking pulled out Makoto with I think it was I forgot which thing she had on. It was the thing for defense. Konoshiro's. She had Konoshiro's amulet on.
Yeah.
I kept on using the defense thing to protect myself against his attacks.
Oh yeah. That's
But the
pretty good.
worst thing was every time I like, heal up, like when I actually got to the part where he attacks everybody except like he would not stop taking out Makoto. I'm like, stop! Just stop! I need it for healing and shield. Just stop!
Yeah, that's what Makoto's good for, bro.
He's like, nope, I'm gonna keep on attacking her. I'm like, I really want to kill you
Speaking
now.
of, I've completely glossed over this earlier. Showtimes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
They're amazing.
I love
They're
them.
fucking incredible.
I believe like
Um,
the first one was on and Morgana where he's like, yeah, I
Morgana,
fucking love you. See, I'm getting you
the
flowers.
ultimate simp like thing.
Seriously.
That shit
It's like,
was
thanks for the flowers, but I'm just,
fucking hilarious.
like, and then we go to, and then later on we get who's was it
Yeah,
Makoto and
I think
Ryuji's?
after them, yeah, you get Makoto and Ryuji's, which I thought was pretty cool or
Yeah.
pretty funny as well because he just like simps at the end
It
too.
was like, here's a soda, and then goodbye,
Yeah,
and then freaking
I thought Yusuke's and Ryuji's was pretty good too.
yeah. I thought it was
That
actually
one
like
was pretty.
the funniest part is when the enemy bust open the door because they just like look just out of place the whole entire.
They're just like in their idle animation. There's like no like
No,
special thing.
yeah, it's like you don't
I'm
see
like,
them
alright,
kicking
bro.
open the door and just like freaking going crazy. They're just like, hi. It's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah.
One of the
Ryuji's like, yeah, fuck you, bitch.
yeah, one of the other ones I like is two of the ones I like is Yusuke's and On's, and then also freaking
Yeah, that.
Akechi's
It's
and
like,
Joker's.
oh yeah. Oh, let's Let's talk about
That later.
Haru and
Makoto.
Makoto's was pretty good. It's like WWE shit.
Yeah,
That's all we have to say.
like the thing about that is
Akechi. Go ahead.
they're like Makoto's and Haru's is like completely out of their character.
No, I thought it was pretty in line actually, because they're both like both of them are kind of like like they're like I guess like respectable women on like the outside, but like their whole like rebellious shit is like them being like all like how they are.
Yeah, I mean just Haru.
I don't know how to like,
Like
describe
with
it.
the Haru
I thought
outfit
it was
on,
fine.
it looks kind of weird with the Haru outfit on because it's like all classy and stuff. It's like it's just kind of weird to see like a classy outfit just going straight up WWE on their ass.
Yeah. Oh, then there's Morgana and Haru's Showtime, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like a Die Hard reference. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, if you didn't know, in the Thief's Den, if you like look at the videos, because they have like all the Showtimes where you can just like watch them and shit. Every single one's like referenced like to a movie. I thought that was pretty cool.
What was Hans and Morgana's then?
Oh fuck, I forgot what it was called. I know fuck, I forgot. I know the Yusuke and Ryuji's is like supposed to be like a reference to like Inglourious Bastards or something, and Makoto and Ryuji's is a reference to like Mad Max.
I really gotta watch these movies.
You should. That's a discussion.
I'm like a very low down. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Yeah. But then we got one of my favorites. I don't know. Fuck. After. Okay, we'll just talk about this. Akechi's and Joker's was fucking amazing.
That's
bro.
just badass.
That one fucking. When they did that, when that shit came up for the first time, I'm like, bro, shit is so hype. Oh my god, that shit was amazing.
I literally got really hyped during the whole entire game where my whole entire body was just like tingling.
What the fuck?
I got way too hyped in the game where my body was just like going into shock. Like
or you're like, I am Joker.
Like my
I
body
have become the Joker.
My body was just like completely like, this is not normal. You're getting too hype. We gotta shut it down. And my whole entire body, like my legs were like, when I would try to walk, my legs were freaking like failing on me and shit because my body was trying to shut down. Too much hype going through.
What? What the fuck, bro?
Like,
I was getting hyped, but I wasn't getting like hyped to the point of passing out, like you're saying.
My freaking mouth was
the fuck?
My freaking arms felt weird. My head was like freaking going, like I was like almost like about to pass the fuck out. I had to sit down and just like not look at the game for about like 30 minutes just to like calm down from all the hype that I'm feeling.
What the fuck are you saying? God damn.
I felt like I was gonna die.
God damn it, bro. Let's get back on topic because I'm gonna have to edit that out. Oh yeah, you said you didn't get Kasumi and Joker's.
Yeah, I was
honestly. I think theirs and Akechi and Joker's is tied. They're tied for me. I like both of them like equally.
When you told me that there was a Kasumi Showtime, like I was thinking there was, but like since it didn't pop up, probably not. And then you tell me like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, I was like, bro, you didn't see it? This shit's hype as fuck.
I feel like you're gonna need to go on YouTube and look that up.
Yeah, you should.
Because I don't want to play through the game a third time right after I just beat it a second. I literally, as soon as you told me, like, as soon as I found out I needed Dr. Maruki's freaking confidant at max, I'm like, alright, time to start the game when I wake up tomorrow and play it from the beginning to the end again. Literally skip through like tons of dialogue because like I already seen this, you skip through it so you get there. And really, I overlapped doing the whole entire game just going through it a second time.
God damn it, bro.
You fucking were pissed off that I overlapped you.
Yeah, I was, because I was like actually playing at a normal person's pace. You were like fucking already lapped me in the New Game Plus. I'm like, bruh, calm down.
Within, like,
you don't gotta go so hard. God damn it, bro. Alright, so we were supposed to be talking about fucking confidants.
Yeah, sorry.
We got tangent off into this shit. So, Akechi's confidant. I thought it was pretty good. I like the way it ended with like the shit. It's like, you take my glove and we'll duel again. That's what the Old West do.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just throws your glove. He just throws his glove in your face, like, take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember this, but did that like actually like go anywhere? Cause
Not
like
really. I
you know what
mean,
happened. You know what happens to like Akechi. We'll talk
yeah.
about
The,
that
the
when we
only
get to like the
the only
third
thing is
semester.
like after that, there's only like one extra dialogue where it's like, remember like I'll remember your glove or I'll wait for the fight, whatever. Like
Yeah,
that's about it.
I don't know. I wish they like actually like did something with that. Cause I thought they were gonna like be like Epic Duel Part 2,
Or like
but no, they didn't.
I felt
They
like
didn't.
now that he's that like when I got there now that it's like oh you're ranked 10 and he's like actually feeling a little bit more remorseful, you're gonna save him. Nope,
Yeah,
he
that's what I
still
thought too. Cause
dies.
like what I all right, well you kind of like went ahead, but yeah, no, I remember when I played through the game on like the first time. I'm like, bro, is there like a thing I'm missing? Cause like I feel like I can like, there's a way I can like talk like Akechi out of that shit and like save him.
Yeah,
But no, there isn't. And I thought they were, when I heard about Royale, I'm like, they're gonna have to do that. They're gonna do that with Akechi. They're gonna like
save
put
him.
a thing in where you can save him.
Yeah,
And
'cause
then,
I was
like,
looking at the,
but they did something. They did something different, which I thought was pretty. I thought that was the way they did it was pretty good.
I was looking at the
But
case
we'll
and
talk about that in a second.
they have a catch on the case and everything. Like he's actually like a fighter. He's gonna be saved and he's gonna be your friend throughout the whole entire thing. Nope.
Yeah.
I even looked up
I don't know.
online for about an hour trying to see is there a way to save a catch did I mess up and not save him?
I don't know. I kind of like where they went with it in Royale. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about the first half of Kasumi's Confidant. What do you think about that?
I mean, it was. I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, I liked how when you have her up a little bit, like if you were about to get ambushed, you'd be able to jump out of the way and not get hit, and you would just be able to
Yeah, that was
ambush it.
good. I like that.
Because I would always like by accidentally run too fast because I'm trying to go to the palace quick, and then automatically get it ambushed. And like, oh, yay, I can ambush them now.
Yeah, and the one skill where you can like grapple them from a distance
Yeah,
and
that
get
was.
like the special effects. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I'd use that a lot when I'm like trying to sneak around, just boop, 10 feet away.
Yeah, yeah, that was good. What did you think about the overall first half of like the Confidant? Like, do you
Yeah,
like
I liked
how the story went out?
It was very genuine and everything. Like it was very family friendly, wholesome.
From oh yeah, it was. I mean, at first, I didn't have like a whole lot of like expectations going into it. So I mean, I didn't really like know what the think. I mean, I thought it was all right at first, but kind of like she kind of sold me over
Yeah,
towards the latter half of the first half. I was like, she's kind of pretty
yeah.
cool. I like
There
that.
was a part where I was trying to really push the romantic like ending with her because it's like, she's like, I can't hang out with you some way in a different way. Like in a romantic way, you want to spend time more? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay.
God damn.
I see how it is.
Let's talk about her awakening to like her persona. What you think about that whole scene where she got like teleported into the mysterious palace?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
What you
cool.
think about that?
Thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked that.
And then later on in the game, do you want to talk about that later or do you want to talk about that now?
We'll talk about that later.
Alright.
Like, I'm gonna talk about. We're still like kind of like at size. I just want to like catch up with like the confidants and shit.
Yeah. And
So yeah, I thought her like a whole awakening shit was pretty cool.
yeah.
And at first, I thought like that whole like mystery palace thing was going to be like just like a Joker, Morgana, and like Kasumi like palace where like you had to
Yeah.
like figure it out on your own
Like
without like the help of the Phantom Feast. But like
little mini
no, it
palace in the
wasn't.
middle.
Yeah,
Like while you're
that's
waiting
what
for
I
the
thought.
days to go by, that's a little mini palace you play in.
Yeah, I thought that would have been pretty cool, but no, the way they took it, I think it was better than that idea. But yeah, that was pretty
It
cool.
was still fun to go
And
through.
yeah, and lastly, what do you think about like Maruki's like overall like storyline with like Fru's confidant, not like the shit we learned in like third semester.
Yeah,
What do you
you
think
know,
about like his confidant?
his confidant was pretty cool. Like, you know, he was really chill. It's just funny that he's
Yeah,
always offering you snacks and the whole entire comment is like, have a snack, have a snack. It's like,
yeah, I like that bit because it gave me free shit.
it's like, I get you want me to have a snack, but I don't give a damn about having like snacks. I mean, I understand when you give me snacks, it helps, but just like, stop talking about it.
Yeah,
Like, it's like, if you got, you know, I have snacks if you guys want to come. It's like, you sound kind of like something that someone shouldn't be saying to kids.
God damn it.
Yeah, if you want to come
They
have
put in your
snacks
mind.
in my office, it's like that's that's something that a child predator would say.
You would know.
Don't need to watch out for
Kidding.
your free candy van too.
God damn it, bro.
But
No, yeah, I thought Maruki's confidant was pretty good.
yeah, and he
I really
helps.
liked him. Like, actually, I didn't think that I was gonna like him all that much. But actually, like, by the end of the confidant, this is the confidant
Yeah, his confidant was
I'm
probably one of
talking
the
about.
best.
I thought his like overall like story was pretty good.
I loved
I
how
really liked.
I liked how every time you went with him and leveled them up, he would give you SP.
Yeah, I like that too. That was pretty good.
I was like, this is just a great confidant. I need to keep this going.
Yeah.
Until I
All
didn't.
right. I think we're mainly caught up with all that shit. So let's continue and talk about Shido's palace. Now, they changed. I know they changed like a bunch of shit with like the rat stuff,
Yeah.
or, like the mouse stuff.
The cheese
I know
now
they
gives
like
you.
removed. Yeah, they added the cheese. And I think they like removed like a couple of parts that were like annoying. Because I remember
Yeah.
there being like more like annoying rat parts, but it seemed like there were less. So I thought that was pretty epic. But
Yeah.
what do you think about Shido's boss fight? Because Shido's boss fight this time around was actually like really good.
It was really surprising when all of a sudden you're just fighting and all of a sudden it's like, now you're alone. Fight him. It's like
Yeah.
when that came up, I was like, oh shoot. I'm like, I don't think I could do this.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not prepared for this. Can you give me like a second to pause?
And then
I'm like, bruh.
like 30 seconds later, he's already defeated. I'm like, how come that was easier than when I was fighting him when he like was not alone?
Yeah. No, I really like that like 1v1 thing because it's like the whole like symbolism shit. It's
Yeah, like
this. It's how you started off, and now you finally get to like take down like the guy who like fucked up your life.
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I was
And then you have like Rivers in the Desert playing, which is always a banger.
yeah.
So I thought that was pretty good. And then yeah, we go after Shido's. We go into the down into Mementos to take care of Yaldabaoth. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed anything, but it didn't really feel like they changed like a whole lot.
They
like
didn't
really at all.
They did not
Yeah.
change his fight one bit. There was nothing different about
Like
his
not
fight.
even like his fight, like the whole like the dungeon like beforehand.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like they changed like
everything's the same. The only thing I
whole
would
lot.
say they changed is probably the personas that pop up.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, I didn't notice like a whole lot of changes, but I mean it's fine. It was already fine in my opinion, so I didn't really care all that much, but
Yeah.
it's fine, I guess. I don't have much to say about it because we're talking about the Royale shit, not like the original Persona 5 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, after killing Yaldabaoth and saying, what was it? Be gone, thought.
Yeah, just hit him with the Be
Yeah.
Gone Thought bullet.
Yeah, we wake back up on Christmas Eve and who's fucking alive other than Akechi? He's alive.
I know, I was like,
And I was like,
did he
wait a
not die?
second. I thought he was dead. But wait a second, he's alive. So I'm like, bruh.
And he's like, I'll take the prison sentence for you.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, this guy's pretty epic.
He's not as bad as we thought he was after all.
Yeah, I'm like, so that was already like, what the heck's going on? I had that start like sown the seeds in my mind, like what the fuck is going on? That's kind of weird.
So then you
So
go home and you talk to Sakura.
I don't know. Did they? Yeah, Sojiro.
So
Did they? I don't remember this from the original game because it's been a while since I played it. But did they have like that, like all that, like Christmas scenes in the original game or no?
No, they did not have
Yeah.
any of the Christmas scenes
Because I don't remember that.
The only thing that
So
happened
that
was
was
that
pretty cool.
the only thing they did, the only thing that was the same was just went into your house and just seen like probably the Christmas tree, and then after that you were already in jail, just waiting to be released.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't have a romance on my playthrough, so I didn't get to get any coochie on Christmas Eve, so that was kind of disappointing. But I got to see Sojiro, which is always good because Sojiro's dad.
Yeah, I played the first
But-
playthrough when I effed up. I got to see Ryuji's Valentine's scene. He just comes like, oh, you don't have anybody too. Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm a virgin with rage. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I want to bring it back to inside the school the after show of the freaking festival.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this. Thank you, Ricky. This is why you're here. You cover my ass,
Yeah.
cause I forget shit.
I love
The
the Kasumi dance.
I
It's
thought.
pretty good.
Oh yeah, I thought you. Yeah, you thought that was pretty good. Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Let me ask you this. I wanna put you on the spot here. How old do you think Kasumi actually is?
I mean, I gotta say, like, if you're supposed to be about like 17 years old, I believe your character is, she's probably maybe 16, maybe, because she's a second year.
Nope.
She's a first year and you're a second
Nope.
year.
Nope.
What is she? 14?
Oh no, she's 15.
15? I went one.
She's younger. She's actually younger than Futaba.
Really?
I had to
Wait,
look
what?
this up because I saw this on the subreddit. I'm like, wait, what?
She's younger than what? So Futaba's
Yeah.
16?
Well, Sumeri is.
Yeah, Sumeri's 15.
Spoiler alert.
Futaba's 16.
I think they're both 15, but she's like younger by like months or some shit now.
And what?
But yeah.
Isn't your character like 17 or something like that?
I'm pretty sure, like canonically, like Ren or Akira is like 16 or I think.
But
But you're a grown ass man, Ricky. You should be ashamed.
exactly.
I'm kidding. All right,
But
we're gonna get struck down. But all right, let's not talk about that. So
yeah.
I thought the whole after school thing was, or
Yeah.
what was it called?
After party.
You just said it, like the after party shit.
The after festival.
I thought that was cool because they had like that little reference to the fucking dancing game where Joker just does the dance from the dancing game. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then also, then after you're done with Kasumi, aka Sumire,
Spoilers, Jesus.
then you meet up with. Then it's like, okay, so now I have people who I can hang out with for the end of the festival. It's like, didn't we
Yeah, I
just do that?
Yeah, that was kind of strange. I didn't know if that was a glitch on my end, but then you said that happened to you too, so I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, so I went with
Doesn't fucking
Ryuji.
make sense. Yeah, because I wasn't romancing anyone on my playthrough.
I was like, I love
At
you
the
more.
time.
I said I love you, Morgana. You're like, I love you, Ryuji.
Oh yeah,
Like the bromance.
that was pretty funny. The bros before hoes.
I thought
that's
you.
what I always say.
I thought you would say Yusuke because I remember your first playthrough on Persona 5. You're like, can you romance Yusuke?
I didn't say that.
Or can you like? What did you say like about Yusuke in the first Persona 5?
I said I liked Yusuke as a character. I didn't say I was gonna date him. What do you mean?
I thought you said like, is there like because I don't know, like they were just trying to be. I don't know. You just said something. I was like, okay.
I don't remember that. I think you're making things up, bro.
I do have this shit.
All right. Let's go back to where we were at after Christmas.
Yeah.
Fast forwards to the
January.
New Year,
And you fucking
and
Walk
wake
down-
up on New Year's Day, and
you walk downstairs.
shit's fucking weird. It's like that one episode of Evangelion. I think it's like 26 or
I
25.
haven't watched that
when
anime
like
yet.
Shinji, I'm gonna spoil it for you right now because I know you're not gonna watch it.
Probably not.
Cover your ears. That one episode of Evangelion where like it's going through like Shinji's head, and then he wakes up in like the perfect place where he's like friends with everyone and shit. That's like what it reminded me of. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is happening right now? Everything's like off. I don't know if you got that too, but like immediately everything was like fucking weird.
Alright, I just want to tell you one
'Cause, like,
thing before.
You had that. Yeah, go ahead.
But you wake up, you go downstairs, and you fucking see Morgana. But
Which I didn't know who the fuck
It's
that was.
not Morgana.
That did not hit me that was Morgana at first.
I was
I'm
like-
who the fuck is
he's
this?
like, are you still sleepy? I'm like, who the fuck are you to say that?
Yeah, I was like, what the? I was like, what
And
the
then you
fuck?
see freaking Wakaba come
Then I
in.
saw I'm like, I'm like, something ain't right.
Yeah, I was like,
Like,
and then also you see the screen kind of distort a little bit, like where like it glows a little bit more and then goes away.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
okay,
like, what
something
the
is
fuck?
weird here. And then you
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm kind of weirded out now. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Yeah, that was pretty strange. I really, yeah, that was like honestly like a really great way to like introduce like the third semester. That shit like immediately hooked me in. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I was like,
So
I don't like this.
yeah, then like you go to the temple and shit and meet up with everyone. And they're like all fucking like completely off.
Yeah.
Like even Ryuji's like completely different.
It's like,
Like,
yeah,
bro,
I'm on the track
what the fuck
team.
is
I'm
happening?
doing this for my mama.
Like, wait, what? Like, what is happening?
It's like, did you go on the track team over the time that we skipped over to go into the new year?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Yeah, I forgot to mention this. There's the like before you like wake up, you have that like one scene
Yeah,
where
in the school.
you wake up in the school. I'm like, what the
That
fuck is
was
happening, bro?
really like
Then you,
unsettling.
yeah, then it's like you walk through and you hear like everyone's like conversations. Like I don't know if you picked up on that, but it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone's like conversations with
It,
like Maruki, like
it,
what they wished for and shit.
yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck is
it was
happening?
very unsettling. I thought I was gonna have to get into a fight or something in there. Thought there's
Yeah,
like a
I thought it was
fight.
like, yeah, yeah, that was so weird.
Like, and then walking, especially slow, really was just like, this is really unsettling.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed this, but like when it first started off, it like starts you off in like the counseling room, so
Yeah,
it already like puts that thing in that's gonna be like Maruki who's like doing shit. I didn't
yeah,
notice that when I played through, but like looking at it afterwards, I'm like, oh shit, that all makes sense.
yeah.
Oh god.
And then,
But yeah, so we're at the temple and shit, and like everything's weird. Then you run into fucking Kasumi and shit's weird with her too. And
yeah,
it's like you run it. Then after you run into a catch, and he's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
yeah. He's like,
He's like,
yeah. But well, I think it's before I catch you. The funniest thing is you're sleeping in bed, and then you wake up, you just see Morgana just
"Oh
holding on to
yeah,
you, like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah." The next day, yeah. I'm like, "Wait, what?"
It's like, who the heck is this guy hugging up on me?
So Akechi's there, and he's all based as shit. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, takes you into the laundry
And
room and was like, dude, what the fuck?
we gotta figure this shit out. So you go with him, and then I think
Yeah,
yeah,
cause
then
yeah,
even you tell
Kasumi calls
you
you.
tell Kasumi, yeah, and she like realizes shit's like, "What the fuck's happening?"
Yeah,
And
she's
then
like,
you're all like, let's go to that one palace you remember from like
yeah,
a while
you
ago."
look and you see his palace in the real world. You're not even in freaking the metaverse yet, and his palace has just already
Yeah,
shown up.
yeah. It's like, oh shit, what the fuck is happening? So then, excuse me, I burped. That was disgusting.
I couldn't even hear it.
You, you all three go into the palace, and like, then you realize that Akechi's in like his fucking
True
his like
form.
his black mask uniform. He's like, yeah, I'm based as shit. I go on Reddit now. I'm, he's like,
Thank you, Reddit boy.
he becomes the most based character in the game, and I fucking loved it. Every second of like that version of Akechi, because he like threw away like the whole detective persona
Yeah, now he's
that he
just
had
an
going.
asshole to them.
Now
He's
he's
an
just
asshole to
like a
everybody.
complete dickhead, and I fucking loved it. This shit was amazing. But yeah,
He's like, I have no
so you
time to
go in
waste
the
on you.
you go in the palace and you start fucking shit up,
And he's like,
and then
telling freaking Kasumi, he's like, don't slow me down.
oh yeah, he's just being like a complete like Chad, like saying r/incel shit, like you know.
R/White Knight.
But yeah, god damn it. But yeah, I kind of like I don't know if you like explored around in the palace, but like there's like these like poster boards and shit that if you like examine them, they're like this shit's like talking about like cognitive research and shit,
Oh yeah, all that
and
stuff.
like how to like I'm clicking at that. I'm like, wait a minute, you know who else does that? Fucking Maruki. I'm like, oh, is he the fucking bad guy? And I'm like, what the fuck? Shit's like
Yeah,
going
as soon as
like I have like
as
gears turning in my head. I'm like, what the fuck is
as soon
happening,
as he
bro?
appears, I'm like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
Maruki?
then you go
Huh?
on later, and then you pull up, and it's actually him.
Yeah, and
And then he's like,
he takes freaking
and then
Kasumi, and then
he reveals Kasumi isn't actually Kasumi. She's actually Sumire, and Kasumi's fucking dead.
her quote unquote.
And this shit's sad as shit.
That freaking like fucked my mind so much.
I was like, oh my god, bro.
This
That
is
shit hit hard.
I know, like
That shit hit really hard, bro.
this is not wholesome anymore. This is freaking
This is not
dark.
wholesome, Chungus.
This
This
is
is like
dark.
doomer, like I'ma listen to Joji and stare at the ceiling type beat kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like that shit hit really hard, and I was like, damn.
As I only give you 7 days
Yeah,
to
after you
decide.
like, but Kasumi's like, or Sumeri's like, but I want to be Kasumi.
And you're like,
And, like,
no, you're
Haruki's like,
going to
I
be
can help you.
Sumire.
And then you and fucking Akechi have to like, kill fucking Maruki and fight him like just by yourself. And you're like, well, shit. Now we have to fucking figure out what to do. So now then you have to go and wake up all the the Phantom Thieves.
You talk to freaking Morgana like,
trance.
Are you sure this is true? And everything, and then they all have like memories, and they all fucking get depressed for like a second, cause like, what the hell?
Yeah, I thought that like 1 week or whatever the fuck it was kind of just a little annoying, cause you can only do one at a time, and like you just waste your whole day.
I was like, you
couldn't do anything else.
Like, I'm just gonna go to everybody now. It's like, nope, you can't go to everybody. You're just gonna talk and then end the day.
Yeah, I'm like, alright, bro. But I guess it makes sense story-wise. I don't know. But
and then
so yeah, you do that, and then everyone wakes up and they're like, "What the hell? We were just being controlled."
But before that, before they wake up and they get controlled, at the end of the 7 days, basically they're like, "So are you gonna are you gonna accept it, or are we actually gonna do this shit?" You know, where he comes in and is like, "Do you accept his reality, or do you want to go fight Dr. Maruki?" And
no, they do that at the end of like the palace run is when you do that.
Yeah, that gives you another like, you know, he's just really just trying to say, okay, what are we gonna do? You know?
Yeah. So you go back in the palace, you fight. It's just you and Akechi now, and you do the fucking showtime, which the shit slapped. And then you're about to lose and shit, then the Phantom Thieves pull up, like, you're just like, don't worry, bro, I got you, bro.
And then they're like, I told you not to rush in.
He pulls up hard as shit.
Yeah, fucking flies in with a fucking mace smack.
And then you have to fight Sumeri's persona.
Yeah, which
I thought was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty neat concept, having to like fight someone like else's persona and like control or some shit. I thought that was pretty cool.
Which that boss fight was kind of like hard-ish.
Really? I didn't find it that bad.
I was only using almighty moves.
Yeah.
But
yeah, after you do that, you get Sumeri back.
Yeah.
And then you escape, and you're like, oh shit, now we have to. Now he gives you the fucking time until February to think it over and shit.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, fuck, now we have to like actually change his heart.
Yeah.
And then the third semester kind of like opens up from there, and then you go either to steal the let's talk about the
bad
confidant
ending
shit first.
Oh.
No, let's talk about like the confidants first before we go into like the palace shit.
Yeah.
So, what'd you think about the having to like go talk to like all the Phantom Thieves to unlock like their new personas? What do you think about like their new personas in general?
I thought they were pretty cool. Like how everything just like changed and went into a new thing. Like they would like evolve the persona.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought that was.
There's only one persona that made me laugh because of the name, and you could probably guess that's freaking Akechi's new name.
Hairward. Hairward, yeah.
Like, oh, he's a ward now, just like us.
Yeah, that's sort of an inside joke that we have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it. You're not part of the group. But yeah, I like the idea of having to like reconcile.
Yeah.
Like after like all that shit happened, then
yeah,
they like awaken to their new
they're
powers.
They're all trying to apologize to you. Like, you don't need to apologize, but you understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're still like really trying hard.
Yeah. Also with the whole like social aspect, I really like the them actually giving us more free time to do shit
Yeah.
and getting able to level up the confidants, because I was actually able to like max out most of the confidants this playthrough.
Yeah, it was.
So I thought that was pretty good.
I try to max out all confidants with the extra free time. I got Sumeri all the way up to level 10 automatically. Like anytime I was able to hang out, I went straight to doing that.
Simp.
Bruh.
But
If I was a simp,
you know
she
what I
would be
just
dating him.
realized? We didn't talk about Kichijoji at all. The new
Oh,
area
Yeah,
in Tokyo.
that's where you
Which,
first meet up with Akechi.
Yeah, that area. What'd you think about that area in general? Did you like
It was
some of the new shit
it was
they
pretty
added?
good. Like when I wasn't really trying to like level up the baton pass because I already had it there, I would go to the temple to get more SB.
Yeah. Did you not do like the billiards and shit?
I did the
Just the
billiards, but
like,
I never really like. I only did billiards twice, and it didn't really do anything for me.
bruh, level 4, the technical thing, it like quadruples your damage or some shit.
Goodness
And
gracious!
every single time you hit like a special thing on the technical, it immediately knocks them down.
Goodness gracious!
It's 100% like knockdown chance, so it's like really fucking good. That's like what I was saying, like my gun build earlier. I would just immediately knock down every single enemy.
Well, I know
Just
what to
all out
do.
attack.
I know what to do when I play through it again.
Yeah, just upgrade your baton pass and like technicals.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably start it up again next month.
Do it, bro.
Start
But
playing
yeah.
the game again and beat it again.
Yeah. So yeah, I looked. The new area was pretty hype. They added
Yeah.
I like the clove store. It's pretty good, where you can actually get rid of your shit clothes and get better gear.
Yeah.
That was good, and I like the fucking what was it? The penguin sniper place was just great overall. That was a good
One of my
place.
now back in Maruki's palace. I like the song when you're going through. The song Gentle Madman was a really good little walk around song when you're exploring the palace.
Yeah. Well, let's touch on that more after we finish like the social shit. But
Yeah. Just wanted to bring that up.
No, I get what you're saying. It was a good song.
A lot of the music was good in this game.
Yeah, and they changed the music when you're walking around during the daytime. It's no longer beneath the mask.
Yeah, which
it's
would play constantly.
Yeah, I like that new song that played. It like added to the atmosphere. Like shit's like not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I like that.
Like it plays like a peculiar song, like when it like it's kind of like wandering around like a fake world, which is basically what you're doing.
Yeah, I like that. That was a nice touch. All right, the moment has finally come. It's for you to finally gush over Sumeri's confidant. What do you think?
It was a really,
I fucking loved
it was a really good
I
confidant.
fucking loved it. I loved it. It's my favorite confidant now.
Yeah, I mean, when she was first introduced, I'm like, I'm going to get this confidant no matter what. This is the best confidant right now.
Simp.
No, not simp. Otherwise, Joker would not be dating her. But
well, it's not canonically confirmed yet, so.
Yeah, but towards the end of her confidant, when you're actually gonna go on a date with her and stuff.
Well, let's talk about like the actual like progression of like her storyline, because
yeah. So
I like she starts off like not really like
confident
she's like
in
still
herself.
grieving over Kasumi's death, and like the whole thing is like you're trying to build her like confidence.
Yeah,
I almost said confidant.
Like you're saying,
you're
nice
building her
stuff
confidence to like believe in herself and not like having to like live under Kasumi's shadow and like forge her own path. I thought that was like really cool and like a good story to have. I thought it was really nice and quirky and cool.
Yeah, I mean, I loved how her thing went through. But it was funny when there were certain times when you could say things and she would get embarrassed.
Oh yeah, I thought that was pretty.
Like the freaking when she gets into a new outfit, like I think I'm in love, and she's all like, oh! freaking out.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. What was another thing?
And you said you romanced her, right?
Yeah, I made sure to go down that path because I already romanced all the other girls.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. That leads into my next question. Who do you think's best girl now? Now that Sumeri's
Sumeri.
finally here. Good man. You have good taste.
Of course. She was probably.
I used to be a Makoto stan myself, but I have moved on to brighter pastures.
The newest character is the best girl now.
I wouldn't say that. I just think she's a better character in general. It's not just because she's new. Like she actually like has development and shit.
Yeah,
like is actually
but I'm just saying,
has
like,
a personality.
I think
No offense,
Sumeri is way better in my opinion. I used to be an
Yeah.
on person, but then I went to Sumeri.
Of course you were.
She was the first girl,
You're gonna
man.
have to. The first one, yeah, you like the first, yeah.
And then after my second playthrough of Persona 5, I went for the teacher, of course.
You're gonna what?
I went for the teacher, of course, on my second playthrough on the regular Persona 5.
God damn it.
Romanced her.
Yeah, my first playthrough, I heard about like the whole harem shit, and
I did not do
I
that
was
yet.
like-
I'm thinking of doing that in Persona 5 Royal.
I ended up romancing like Makoto, An, and Haru. So I was like, then I got the ending when I had Makoto as like my main romance. So then I got the ending where the Valentine's Day when fucking An and Haru show up all pissed.
They were
I was like,
pissed.
oh shit, I feel bad.
If you the actual harem ending is if you go through all the girl confidants and max them out, and then what you have to do is not respond to any of them. Then you get
The heck?
like after you have all the girls in a relationship with them, it
Yeah.
says who you're gonna respond to, and you don't respond to any of them, and they all just show up in your room.
Oh shit, that's how you get it?
I was watching it on YouTube. That seemed like
Oh, that's
I'm
such
like,
a dick
harem
move.
ending.
Jesus.
You don't respond. They're all in your room when you come back or something like that. You're like,
Oh.
hi.
Oh god. Oh fuck that, bro.
Hi everybody. How you doing?
I hate it. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go back to Sumeri, because I'm now a Sumeri stan.
Yes, Sumeri, best girl.
Yeah. So, you say you would put her confidant now as like the best one,
Yes,
in your opinion?
obviously.
Okay. Alright. I am in the same camp, so I'm glad we finally can agree upon something. So, yeah, I just really...
But we also agreed on the Kurama Palace.
Well, that too, yeah. This is something else. This is what high-class men talk about, is which anime
girl's best?
waifu is the best. Yeah.
Best anime waifus right here.
So, yeah. Overall, I really did like her confidant. I thought it was really well done. And her character is pretty good. And she has Fic Fi Safe Lice.
Exactly. Of course. She is an athlete after all.
Yes.
You fucking
I know
go
you
to
like them
eat-
athlete girls.
You go eat with her and she's like fucking has a bento freaking 10 times the size of your head.
Oh, that shit came out of nowhere for me. I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, how is she not fat
She-
after eating like freaking 24,000 calories?
It's all good burns off, bro. That's what athletes do.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm already fat as it is.
You're not fat. Come on, bro.
I'm like 100 pounds overweight.
Nah, bro, you're good, bro. It's fine. Alright, let's... Okay, so I think that's about everything with the social shit.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you want to add?
No, I'm just really ready to go into Maruki's palace and stuff.
Okay, let's talk about his palace. So, you go into his palace the first time, you go like a little ways in, and then you have to go out of the palace to go into Mementos.
Yeah, and
Oh, actually, first you see that video of Maruki's past.
Yeah, and then
which
his persona comes into play when he's visiting his girlfriend in the hospital.
Yeah, he goes to see his girlfriend in the hospital like after she like got like attacked after like getting burglarized or whatever it was.
Yeah, her mom and dad died, and
yeah,
she has
I was
like
damn.
she has like terrors, night terrors, or whatever.
Yeah, and then he ends up he uses like his power to like change her, to actualize her, or whatever the fuck.
But then because of that, his girlfriend loses.
And then she doesn't remember him anymore. Yeah.
I mean, he feels depressed a little bit, but then he basically just accepts the fact that's how I'm gonna have to save people. If they forget about me,
Yeah.
oh well.
I was like, damn, bruh,
I mean, that was
that
that
hit me.
that was pretty sad too, because like he was there the whole entire time trying to get with her and help her feel better, but in the
Yeah,
end, it just ends up that
yeah, he had to let her
yeah,
go,
he had to
which I was like,
sacrifice her
fuck,
memory for her betterment.
for her own happiness. I was like, damn, bro, that's like fucked. So yeah,
That's
after we
sad
see
people
that, we
hours.
gotta go back and yeah, we gotta go into mementos, and then there's a whole new area of mementos. Wow,
Yeah,
I
like
didn't expect that to
Lily,
happen.
Lily, when you go down and it shows where the new part is, it's just a break off of the ending part of like you just see like it breaks
Yeah,
through a wall in the thing and you're going up, which is completely
yeah,
different.
yeah. I was like, what the shit? I thought the music in that area was pretty good.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I forgot the music of that part, but it was really
It was just like the basic like mementos like beat, but like more rock like influenced and shit,
yeah.
or like metal.
The
That had like a
enemies
heavier like
like
guitar strength.
Marugu's enemies looked
I don't know.
very peculiar.
Yeah, there was a lot of unique designs, which I thought was pretty good. They didn't like use any of the old like shadow designs, so I was like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I liked how they like let's revamp this one since this is gonna be the last boss fight throughout the whole entire game.
Yeah. So
Los
we
Palace.
go through mementos and go up to the control room and do
Yeah.
that shit. Everything's good. Then
Oh yeah,
Jose comes up and he's like, hey, I'm here now.
yeah. I forgot to. We also forgot to mention this. Basically when they're doing through the control room and everything, they talk about how when you beat the final boss of Persona 5, like kind of the responsibility shifts from
Oh
him to
yeah,
Maruki, and now Maruki's basically the god of control.
yeah. That's how like they were explaining how Maruki took over, which I was like, yeah. How is he able to like control mementos? Which is like
Yeah.
weird. But then I thought they explained it pretty alright.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
then as you go through it, the music is just I just love the music in this game so much.
yeah. We could talk about the music after, in general, but I wanted to talk about fucking Jose's boss fight,
I wish
because
I would
you
have done
didn't
that.
do it,
I wish I would have done that.
but I want to talk about this shit, bro. So this fucking boss fight, you fought Okumura's was just hard, or
His was
well, Okumura
so
was bad.
annoying.
It wasn't hard. It was just bad.
It's just
This
so
one's actually like hard.
in,
Jose's fight is hard as shit, because it's you know how the Reaper's fight works,
yeah, where he
where he
just
just
like
does
automatically just KOs you with one move.
no, where he like constantly like throws out like that, like almighty that hits everyone and shit.
Yeah.
So take that move, give it to Jose, and add like different elementals, and that's what he constantly does, is just throws out those attacks.
Oh my gosh! So you're just
He
kind of
does that a shit ton,
so you're
which
just,
can like hit, and he usually throws out the ones that are like are weak to your party. So if you don't have like the proper shit, you're gonna get knocked down.
so he just really
And
really just
they're all
abuses you.
the attacks. Yeah, all the attacks are like the like critical damage versions of those attacks, so they do a fuck ton of damage. So you're constantly having to heal. And then on top of that, he attacks twice.
Oh my god!
And he has this one move, which is a physical move, or I think it is, where he takes his like little buggy and like drives over everyone in your party, and I think it like has a high chance to crit and
So
can
hit and run?
almost like always insta kill you.
He's doing a hit and run on you.
Yeah, basically, I think it's called that.
The hit and
But
run.
yeah, that shit killed me so many times when I had him like at half health. He just whips out that attack and just fucking kills me when I'm at full health, bro.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention. I'm not sure if this came up yet, but one of your favorite parts of the game is when Futaba says "kek."
Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah, and I never actually... I gotta explain this. So, I never actually done her confidant before in the base game, because I didn't really care for her character all too much, even though, like, actually doing it, she's, like, actually a pretty decent character, but going through it the first time, I didn't really like her character, so I didn't do it. So, I didn't see the part when you go to the diner with Mishima, and he's like, you know what, you're Keck or some shit.
No,
I'm
she
like,
says he's an NPC.
Oh yeah, she calls him an NPC. I'm like, what the fuck?
And then instead of calling him
I didn't.
Mashima, she calls him Nishima.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
She just disrespects Mishima fully.
I never noticed that when I played through. All you Futaba stands can hate me all you want. I don't care. You dress like pedo bears.
They're all saying she's like a little sister. Why could you not like her?
God damn. All right, let's go back on topic. We're drifting too much.
Well, that's what happens when you talk about a game you love.
Yeah, I know. Let's so fuck. Where was I? We were talking about Jose's boss fight.
Yeah.
So fuck, I forgot. At the end, he gives you some shit. I forgot what it was now, and because I don't think it was all that useful. But he gives you something, and yeah, he's just like, "Thank you for like helping me understand humans more. Now I can like finally show to the person who asked me to research humans what humans are and shit."
And every time I meet you,
And
I say good job.
Yeah. And doing that like opens him up to like you can ask him like a shit ton of questions like about like who he is, and that kind of like expands upon like who he is.
I mean,
I don't want to like spoil it for you because I know you haven't done it.
yeah,
So.
I'm probably gonna do that on my next playthrough. I'm gonna make sure I actually get all the show times and fight Jose and lose a bunch of times before I beat him.
Yeah. But yeah.
Probably cry a few times.
So. You may have to turn the difficulty down for you, bud.
Would you fight him on
pretty
hard or normal?
Hard.
I'm playing on
I
hard.
played through the
right
whole
now.
game on hard.
I played the first
yeah.
playthrough on normal, which even on the first playthrough on normal, freaking Okuma would not stop running away.
Yeah.
I was just completely done with it. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
So yeah, where were we? The palace. So you go back into the palace and go through and find some more like shit about Maruki's past. You find out like how
Kasumi
like,
came to be.
Well, before that,
yeah,
you find out how like his research got cut.
Yeah, because
and like
there was no concrete evidence.
Yeah. And he's like all devastated and shit and drinks himself away like a certain friend I know.
We know that person all too well.
Yeah. But yeah. And then you find out more about how, as you said, Kasumi came to be the Kasumi that we met.
Yeah.
Basically, like, Sumeri's like all devastated and shit.
Yeah.
And meets up with
Dr. Maruki and uses his persona and makes her think that she's Kasumi.
Yeah.
Which is also pretty effed up, I would have to say.
Yeah, I was like, damn, bro, you really gonna do that?
You're a counselor.
I know she's grieving and shit. But I don't think that's the best way to go about things.
You're a counselor. It's your job to make them feel better, not to make them have their mind go a different way and forget completely about why they're sad.
Yeah.
Like, you're making them think they're someone else when they should be their own person and make them feel better about being themselves.
Preach, Ricky.
I mean, I try, like, when my friends are going through hard times, I at least try to, like, say something to make them feel better. I mean, I'm not saying they should be someone else. No, be yourself. Just make sure you're not doing everything that makes you sad.
There you go. You hear that, sad people? Don't be sad. Ricky said so.
I'm just saying, like, think about stuff that made you happy. Think about your achievements and think how hard you worked for that and how good it feels to have that achievement under your belt.
Therapy with Ricky is brought to you by Manscaped. Just kidding, we're not sponsored. Alright, so after that, then you find out how Maruki actually got his persona, which was on the same day that we fought Yaldabaoth.
Yeah.
He like ends up getting his persona and is able to like actually take Yaldabaoth's place, which isn't really like explained. It just says, it didn't really need to be. So I'm like, okay, I'll suspend my disbelief or whatever the fuck.
I really wish they would have elaborated more and made it more like more whatever.
Of like how he actually like took over mementos and shit.
Like what you just killed Yaldabaoth and now he's the new god of control.
Yeah. But yeah, you do that, then you get to the end. The palace entrance. We didn't really talk about the actual
palace.
gameplay of the palace. Let's talk about that too, because
Yeah.
I actually really like this palace.
There's
Like the overall gameplay is really good.
you have to watch the videos a lot so you can unlock certain doors in the game.
Yeah.
And then the ending part going to actually Dr. Maruki was a little bit difficult. The puzzle they had for that one.
Yeah. No, before that, I thought that puzzle, the actual like psychology like puzzle.
Yeah, that
where
one.
you had to like take the test.
It was
I
kind
thought that was
of
really cool
yeah,
because it gave me like a lot of insight onto
on
like
how he thinks and everything.
how he thinks of the world, which is like, damn, he's like actually like, I get that he's trying to be a good guy, but like the way he's thinking is like really like messed up.
Yeah, like, oh, if
Like
you
how you
can't
should-
achieve your dream, just give up and go for a new one. It's like, but
Yeah,
then that's kind of like you really just don't really try anymore.
defeating the purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really well done and like a really cool puzzle. Then they had the one after that, like the color puzzle.
Yeah, which was very annoying to do, to say the least.
Do you not know colors?
I know colors, it's just that it was annoying to have to like really like find out which one goes with which, and if you turn off a certain color, the bridge breaks, and then or it locks you from going that place, and really trying to find out which one to turn off, where to go to turn this off, what two colors go to make this bridge to make you able to go, and it doesn't lock you out because you made that color. It probably took me about half an hour to finish it.
Overall, I think his palace is really well designed, and it's up there with like Kamoshida's and fucking like Shido's for mine. I think this is one of the best ones in the game. I thought it was really good.
Every single time, like,
What was that?
the rat parts just annoyed me so much in Shido's palace.
Yeah, that's kind of like one of its downfalls, but
But
I don't know.
after you finally make your way to Maruki's treasure,
Yeah,
and then you go
you gotta
again,
wait.
you actually have to wait
You
the
gotta-
whole entire
You have
thing.
to wait until the end, until Maruki actually contacts you. So, you get to that day, basically, Maruki shows up. It's like, you take my offer, or you're not taking my offer. And this is where he kind of splits. You can either take his offer and
Yeah, and then
live your happy life.
with the bad ending, which is just completely, I do not like that.
Yeah, I had to like look it up because I didn't know what the
You don't want to
actual
have to
bad
put through
ending.
again.
Yeah, so I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's like, I don't like this.
That's gross. It was so weird and just unsettling because everybody's like, yeah, I'm happy. I mean, being happy is okay, but like how it has everything going
It was
down.
it was like really fake and like artificial. It didn't feel like real.
Or he's like, yeah,
Which is,
let me
like,
take your
the
picture.
point. It's like the whole point.
Let me take your
Yeah,
picture. You
it's,
don't
like, the
know
whole
me,
point
but
of it. Yeah, it's like just to show like how it's like all artificial and,
and
like,
then
not
basically
actually real.
Akechi is like the detective kind of Akechi that you
Yeah.
meet inside the fake universe.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about this too. So Maruki reveals that the Akechi we've been working with
is not Akechi.
actually Akechi.
He's actually a illusion.
Like a cognitive or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
actual
cognitive version.
Yeah, which I was like, damn, bro.
And he's literally waving like he's like, well, if you take my offer, Akechi won't go away. And you're like, and Akechi's like, you don't gotta worry about me. I don't want to live
he's
as
like
a
just
puppet.
he's based as shit. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to live under anyone's control. It's like, fuck you. I'm like, damn, bro. Speak, preach, my man. It's based. So yeah, you obviously take
You don't take the
take his
offer.
offer. You don't take his offer because you're a Chad and want your own shit. And basically, sorry, I got a message on Discord. It's weird. Okay. Basically, we go infiltrate the palace, and
The one thing about when you're
Yeah.
infiltrating the palace, like when you're going to his treasure, I love this.
Oh.
I like the song they play. I believe it's
oh, I believe.
yeah, I believe is the song. That
Yeah.
that was really good. And then
I like that song. What do you think? Because like usually Life Will Change will play. What do you think about? Did you like that more than Life Will Change? Or
Yeah, I actually did because it's different and it
really?
really goes like it really goes because like he wants you to believe his way, but you're believing like it kind of like says that you're believing in your own way. You're not going after anybody
Yeah,
else's beliefs. Is my
yeah.
kind of
No,
take on the song.
yeah. No, I feel the same way. I really like the song, but like I think comparing I Believe and like Life Will Change is like comparing like apples to oranges. Like they're both like different things. Because like whenever Life Will Change, or like Rivers of the Desert, because we'll talk about the other songs later. Whenever those songs would play is when you're like facing like the like you're certain about like the
Yeah,
bad guy. Like you're gonna like you're gonna take him down. He's evil. He's done terrible shit or
yeah,
whatever.
like
But the new songs like add like this sense of like fuck like
this
we're not really
is
sure about this. Like he's kind of right in his own way, and like we don't really know. It kind of adds like that like aspect. I thought that was like really like well done and really well presented through like the songs.
yeah that like I really liked everything about the songs and like they would definitely reflect off the character you're going to fight.
Yeah, Throw Your Mask Away was a straight
Yeah,
banger. That boss fights that was really good.
that we thought
The
yeah.
instrumental and the lyrical versions were really
The
good.
throw your mask one is that there is actually the very end of Naruto's boss fight.
Yeah,
The
it really ties in like really well.
yeah, the other song I really liked from Naruto's boss fight is Keep Your Faith, which is a really good one.
Yeah, that one was good too.
That was during the fight when you fought him.
Yeah,
And throughout the fight, the things that he does, he's trying to like make your friends turn on you by saying, "What about the happiness you had for this and that?" And he's
yeah,
really
and
trying to
they're
like
like, yeah, and they're all like, "Fuck that shit. We don't want that.
we
We don't
don't
want this
care about
artificial."
your artificial universe. And then
Yeah,
the one thing that really kind of made me like annoyed in this boss fight was when he would use his actualization and all you heal your party or baton pass or use magic attacks and everything.
oh yeah,
Cause like
yeah, 'cause
I had everything like completely perfect like baton pass ready to go and hit the next thing. Nope, can't baton pass. My teammates are knocked out. Nope, you can't cure them. I'm like, stop, please, just stop.
yeah, I like that. I like that kind of gave it like a bit of a challenge to the fight, like disabling like part of your abilities allowed
Yeah.
you had to make you like think more creatively on like what to do. I
I
like
mean,
that.
when I first fought him, I didn't think I would tackle his persona until like very close to the very end of it. I'm like, oh, you probably have to kill his persona.
Yeah, that's
Which,
what I immediately like targeted the persona.
like, I know what to do.
Yeah,
So, I
yeah,
kind of just did that and beat him there.
yeah,
And
yeah. I thought the. What are you saying?
it was just a really good boss fight all in all. And after you do
No,
that,
yeah. I thought the fight overall was really good.
and then he goes into his.
The next phase he has like
Yeah.
5 phases in this fight. This fight has like so many phases.
I mean, I couldn't even find all the songs of his phase. I only found the two phases, like the first phase and the very last phase.
Yeah, it's Throw Your Mask Away.
Yeah, Throw Your Mask Away was probably the best phase because of the music.
Yeah.
You just go like I love how it is like just super anime. Friendship is strength. Super
That's
anime.
what you need, bro.
And then they're all
Yeah,
holding his fist down from hitting the ground while you just freaking climb on
Oh,
top,
yeah, his
jump behind, and just freaking.
Before that, his he like transforms as like he upgrades like his persona into like Super Saiyan like 11 mode,
And they're and
where
he's
it's like the freaking it's like the Iron Giant.
I'm trying to think of like I know there's this thing where like the person is like the persona is using the body power of them, like they're like it's like his persona is now like a parasite. It's taking his life energy to be more powerful.
Yeah, that's what it does at like the end. Yeah.
But I like how like you at the very end you go up behind him and you just freaking do a super anime shot.
Yeah. Like the fight was really I think it was really good. I think it's one of the best boss fights in the game, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that they added like that new boss fight in. But the thing is, every time I thought I was done with this boss fight, I was
Oh yeah, he
not
just
done.
comes back.
I'm like,
He's like I'm not done.
like
I'm not giving up on my dream.
other friends are asking me to get on another game. I'm like, all right, when I'm done with the boss fight. All right, now I'm done. Nope, never mind. Here's another Here's another phase.
He's another phase.
It's like
He's not done, bro.
it's like there's too many phases that you just kind of like stop. I just want to save the game and maybe come back later. I didn't think I'd be
Nah,
spending
bro.
about like
I
three
thought it was
hours.
perfect. It was perfect, bro.
I was actually like,
It.
I mean, I failed this boss fight a couple times in the first phase because because if you, I know you didn't get it, but I got it a lot,
Really.
which is he uses Almighty, he uses one Almighty move,
Yeah.
and I have my defense and I'm guarding, and that move automatically kills you, like one shots you no matter what. Everybody on your team except
And
for like
that
Kasumi
never
is.
one-shotted me, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did he ever use the Almighty on you?
He did, and it never one-shotted me.
I don't know how. I had like
I
freaking
never
nine.
died
I had
during the
like
fight, bro.
900 health. I have shield on and I'm guarding. He used that and I immediately get one-shotted.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I
I'm
think you're
like,
just bad.
I'm wondering like, I have like a shield on. I'm guarding. I have I have the strongest freaking armor on, and I still get one-shotted. Like, how is that possible in any way, shape, or
I don't
form?
know, bro. It didn't happen to me.
But so finally I versed him for the last time, and he didn't even use that move at all. Like he didn't use that, and I was able to get past that part without having to be mad at him one-shotting me again.
Yeah. But yeah, then you come to the last phase, and like he's like fisting the ground and like constantly like almost killing you and shit. And then you're like at the point where the game takes over, and it's like, we're gonna all band together and use the power of anime friendship to stop him.
Exactly.
For you, Joker. And then, so they like hold his fist down, and then you're able to like climb up the freaking giant persona, and shoot him in the face, which is like probably I think it's either really close or like better than the actual like ending scene with like Yao the Mouth, where he's like, be gone. He's like, but this time he's like, checkmate, and just fucking shoots him in the head. I thought that was really cool.
But then after that, you're escaping the palace, and guess what happens?
Oh,
Morgana Copter.
Everything's falling apart, and we have no way to get out. So we're like, Morgana, can't you fly? He's like, I can't. I'm a cat car. I can't become a flying cat car. But then he like believes in himself hard enough, and then the star that you get the Showtime attached from is like,
makes him Morgana Copter.
Hey, Lamau, we can turn you into a helicopter, and he turns into a helicopter, which is like fucking amazing. I'm like, bruh, that should crack me up. Morgana Copter be like, I'm flying, but I'm a cat.
And then they're like, wait, where the hell is Joker? You're just hanging out on the bottom with your grappling hook, just like, yo, what's up? And then Maruki freaking starts trying to pull you down.
Maruki's like still not giving up.
It's
you
like
go down there, shit's falling apart, and he's like, just give me this one last thing so I don't have regrets.
And then you both lose your persona power, and then it's just a fist
fight. Because everything's disappearing because Mementos is like going away and shit. And you punch him for the final fight, which is like one of like, I think there was like one of the best ways to end it.
And then he's
just showing how determined he is.
And then he's about to die because he's about to fall down there.
Yeah.
But like, you know, he looks like he dies.
Nah, but Morgana Copter comes in.
Yeah, I know, but like, didn't his hand slip off and you were still taken away? Because I don't remember him still holding on to him because your hand was slipping.
No, he was holding on the whole time. Then Morgana Copter comes in and it cuts away. To them being outside the palace.
Because you see like his hand slipping, and then when you get out the palace, you don't see Joker, you don't see Akechi, you don't see Morgana or Maruki. They're all not there. Then they all go back to LeBlanc.
Yeah, but Sumiri picks up the
piece
actual
of paper.
treasure, which I thought was really cool, because his treasure was the newspaper incident of
his wife,
the break-in at his house, which is like, oh, damn,
and then
that's another gut punch.
And then they're all wondering where the heck is Joker and everything, and they go back, and Sojiro's like, well, you don't remember he was elasted last Christmas.
Yeah, he turned himself in, like the original ending.
Yeah, and then
which, to me, I kind of want to talk about this a little bit if you don't mind.
All right.
I don't know. I didn't really. I mean, I think it's fine that they did it this way, but I just would have liked them to have like gone a different route with the ending instead of like him having to like turn himself in.
Like he didn't turn himself in. It just was kind of different.
Like it kind of just resolved itself. I thought
Yeah.
that would have been like. So at least it was like kind of different than the base game's ending, but I mean, it worked out fine.
Yeah.
You gets out. Everyone bands together. All your confidants and shit get you out of jail. Excuse me, Jesus.
They all come and get petitions.
Then you have the Valentine's Day date, which is pretty late epic sauce.
Yeah, and then this is the most famous Morgana line ever. The Chiefs got some clout.
What?
Morgana says clout.
Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, you go into the. They added the White Day thing where the guy has to pay back the girl for Valentine's Day. And Sojiro's like, "What, you don't remember that?" Like, no, I never played. This wasn't in the first game, so no, I don't remember this. So he's like, "Oh, let me explain. You gotta go get her flowers, right?
But you don't
Then
show
you
them
gotta
to
take her. You don't show it to her. You take her on a date somewhere nice, and you take her to dinner, and then you give her the flowers, and then you get coochie."
Basically.
But then he's like, "Oh shit, everything's packed because it's White Day. Well, I know this guy who knows this guy who knows this guy who could get you a place. Just tell him that I told you to call, so that you get the reservation and shit and go there." And I thought that was the cutest thing.
As soon as you're done making the reservation, the Chiefs got some major clout.
Yeah,
I was like,
I like that.
That killed me.
That was pretty funny. So yeah, you go on the date with whoever your preferred choice is. I'm not gonna call anyone out here, but you all know who the right choice is.
Samiri.
Or you should by this point. So date's cute and all, and then after that, you then realize, oh shit, you have to move away.
Yeah.
So then the whole thing where you have to go say goodbye to everyone happens.
The one thing that really made me disappointed is that you couldn't say goodbye to Samiri.
Yeah, that really annoyed me too.
I was like, let me go here. Let's see if she's there. I'm like, are you kidding me right
now? Yeah, you couldn't talk to Maruki or
Samiri.
Or Sumiri.
Or Akechi. Because Akechi's dead.
Well, Akechi's fucking dead, so you can't really talk to him. But, because that actually annoys me too, because like you get to unlock skills early for New Game Plus by doing all that shit.
Yeah.
And now you don't get to do that for those two, which are arguably like some of the best confidants in the game.
Exactly.
Which is kind of annoying, but eh. And then you get the ending cutscene. Which
is completely different and funny at the same time.
Yeah. It starts off like the same as the original cutscene. You
meet up with everybody.
Your friends are gonna drive you to the station, but then like fucking Maruki pulls up in a taxi cab.
It's like hop in, and then your friends lead away like the FBI guys.
Yeah. And you talk to him and shit. Then he takes you to the station, and he's like, "Well, sometimes you can start over and shit like that."
Yeah.
See you later.
And then they pull up.
And yeah, and they have that heartfelt goodbye and shit. Then they drive away, luring the cops or whatever.
Yeah, and then as you're walking to your station, you bump into Sumire.
Which I don't know. I thought that interaction was kind of
awkward.
It could have been better.
Yeah, it could have been more elaborate and everything.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, thank you for letting me see clearly now."
And then as you sit on the subway, you look at the mirror and you look out the window and you see Joker instead of just your character. Yeah. You see the Joker part. And then
before that.
And then cut to credits.
Well, he does the thing where yeah. Wait, is this before or after? No, that's after the credits.
Yeah. Cut the credits, you're watching the credits, and all of a sudden, once the credits are over, you see him looking out the window. And what do you see in the corner of the window?
Well, you see Akechi's fucking
jacket
outfit walk by. And I'm like, wait, what, bro?
Yeah.
Is he alive or dead? Or I'm like, bro, what
explain, please. Are you like? I'm thinking, what is Persona 6 going to be? Continuation after this? You come back to town?
Well, Persona 5 Scramble is supposed to be a sequel to Royale, so I don't know like what
Yeah.
happens if Akechi comes back in that or some shit.
Is
I have no
Scramble
clue.
already out right now, or?
It's out in Japan.
But it's not out in the US yet, which I really want it to be out right now.
Yeah, I think if you have a Japanese Switch account, you can buy and play it now.
I do.
There you go. Go buy it.
But can it? Will it be in? Can I change it to be in English?
It's gonna be all in. No, it's all in Japanese.
So you can't.
It hasn't been localized.
Damn.
No. But yeah, and that's the game.
I mean,
it's
the one game that I would love to replay it like 5 times in a row.
That you're willing to, yeah. Yeah. Overall, this was worth every single penny. You kind of heard me complain a bit at points, like a lot, but that's really just me nitpicking at some of like the minute shit.
There's only one thing I really wish I would have done before actually knowing it was out. I wish I would have went and bought the special edition.
Yeah, I know, me too, honestly.
Like getting the soundtrack and seeing the artwork, the storyboard arc and artwork for it and everything.
Yeah.
And also
Joker mask.
Yeah,
the
freaking Joker mask. Finally able to steal some parts in real life.
There you go. No, but yeah. I'll let you go first. Do you have any like final closing thoughts? Because we're kind of getting at like the 2-hour mark right now.
I really love just playing the game and going through it and how everything all merged together into one. The ending part with Maruki, where you're fighting him and also talking to him and having, talks about how you want the universe to be right and not in his own cognition, where he wants everybody to have it. Oh, it's perfect. Now you don't have to worry about anything. But in actuality, how you gonna work through stuff? Like at some point, it's just gonna get old and bland that everything's all happy. And thing is, even though you picked that you wanted the place to be perfect, there's still points in like your dialogue and everything where you still see that you still know it's a fake universe. Your mind hasn't gone away to where it's not a perfect universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for Akechi. Akechi changes his whole entire cognition. Now he thinks that I'm a friend with you. I'm not actually an asshole.
Well, he doesn't think that. He's just an asshole all the time.
Yeah, I mean, when he's with your friends in the very ending part, you're
talking about the bad ending?
Yeah, if you pick the bad ending, Akechi's like whole entire personality changes to being a nice guy and not a dickhead.
Back to like the Prince Detective.
Yeah, Prince Detective. But when you go for the original ending, the true ending, you get to see, and then like also in like the final boss fight when Maruki's out, you basically stop Akechi from killing Maruki.
Oh yeah.
As Akechi's like, time to kill him. It's like, stop.
He's just like, fuck this shit. Like, let me just shoot this guy. I want to end this. You go home and play League of Legends.
Gonna get woke.
So yeah. So, you got any last things to say? So I'll give mine.
I'm just gonna say that one thing I wanted to mention is the very beginning part. Like 2 of the parts on the first one, the intro music. Colors Flying High.
Oh, the intro. Yeah, the intro.
That was just.
I forgot to talk about that.
I just love the intro music. It's just nice and just very chill and.
Really.
Like when I first heard it, I was just hyped up. I just did not want to like every time I'd start the game, I would never skip it because I just was too hyped to play the game. It would put a smile on my face immediately. Like if I was having a bad day and I started playing the game, I would just have a smile from ear to ear. And then also when you
I hate the.
You hate the what?
I hate to ruin your happiness train that you have going here, but in my opinion, I didn't really like the new intro all that much. Well, compared to the original P5 intro,
Get Out.
I didn't really like it.
Get Up, Get Out. Is that what the original one was called?
What? No. Wake Up, Get Out there.
Yeah, that one. And then also I didn't really. I really like the.
I didn't really like the new one.
I like the Maruki music. The Ideal and the Real.
Yeah.
which was when you were doing his confidant. It was just very chill and everything.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
It was like those were my top favorite songs inside the game, of like the new songs, I should say.
Okay, I can respect that. No, just for me, real quick. I just didn't really like the new opening. I thought the animation was kind of ass, to be honest.
Where they're just hitting the
It was
buildings with bats and everything.
no, not that. Not the animation like quality. It was just kind of ass because at the beginning of it, it's like just like still images like moving across the screen. It's like, bro, you couldn't like put like a little more effort into this shit.
But yeah, I
And they
guess
reused like a bunch of frames like halfway through. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this?
I just think they were really
So I didn't
trying
really.
to, try to maximize the amount of money they have. So they're trying to like not use it a lot on
Yeah,
animation.
they probably were like, we finished the game, everything's good. Wait, we need a new intro. Oh shit.
And they don't have a lot of money left
We have
over.
$5 left in the budget. All right, we can still make it.
Funniest
That's what
thing is in
happened.
the intro, if the one thing I like was like surprised me in the intro is that they freaking like they show like on shaking her ass inside the intro.
I know you like that.
In her
You're not
persona suit. I
complaining.
was like, what the heck?
I know you like that, bro. I knew as soon as you saw that, you were gonna like, yeah, this is my favorite intro.
I like the music of it mostly. The music of the intro is like the best part, I have to say.
I thought the music was alright. I don't know. I like Wake Up, Get Out There a lot better, but to each their own, I guess. You have anything else you want to say?
That's
We're kind of getting like
that's pretty
towards
much
the
that's
end.
pretty much what I can surmise from what I like.
Any
So far.
closing thoughts before I give my opinions?
Like earlier when you said when we started, if you don't have the game, buy the game.
Yes.
You will totally fall in love with the Persona series.
Indeed. Alright, so some of my last final things that I wanted to touch on that we didn't really get to touch on too much. I thought like you said, the new music was pretty good. Takeover is a fucking excuse me. That was disgusting. Takeover was a fucking banger of a song. The new and just like the new music in general was good. Does it live up to the original soundtrack? I mean, that's to be debated, but I think they're both like equally as good. Like, I don't think there's a drop in quality at all. But also, I think I'm gonna go out and say this is gonna be like a hot take, but I think Maruki's the best villain in the entire game. I'm putting this out there.
I mean, he does have a lot more story to him.
I really, really enjoyed like everything about him, because basically, like beforehand, every other villain's like a simple black and white. Like, he's evil, he done shit things, he's bad, go get bad guy. Now, like with Maruki, everything's like 50 Shades of Grey shit.
Between you
Like,
and
you
everybody, I just want to say, between you and everybody, you guys are like kind of debating, should we? I mean, he's not a bad guy.
Like, he's not wrong, like, at all, but it's just like the way that he's doing it, like, is debatable, and that's where we draw the issue.
His
with
mindset.
Why we should go and steal Maruki's heart, which I think is fucking amazing and should have been used more throughout the game, because I love like morally gray shit like that. If it's morally gray and like debatable, I think that's like perfect like enemy like material.
Yeah.
But, like, just to get you like thinking, like, should we really be doing this? But yeah, Maruki was great. Kasumi/Sumire was fucking great. Akechi I liked Akechi a lot more in this game. He had a lot more character to him.
You really love that dickhead aspect, don't you?
I really loved his based Big Chungus Redditor side of him. Was fucking amazing. And yeah, like Rick said, this game is easily one of, if not the like best game I've ever played.
I have to say, it has to be ranked Game of the Year when it comes when the game awards come out.
I would like to think so too, but we also have Cyberpunk coming out, so
yeah, we still have.
I don't know. We'll see. We still have a lot more games left, but this game is easily the best game of this decade so far. And probably will remain there for a long time.
Yeah, we still have a lot of months to go through before we actually see what the game of the year is.
So yeah, but yeah, going off of what you were saying, if you were able to sit through this and somehow haven't bought this game, go buy it, even though we spoiled it for you. Just go buy it. This game's great. It's worth all of your money.
I mean, some of the stuff we might...
Speaking of money, I said I was going to talk about this. I want to address this really quickly. The DLC is shit. Do not buy the DLC. It is egregiously overpriced and should not be like that. That's all I have to say.
I mean, if you want to waste your money just so you could fight other characters, then go right ahead, but...
And it really pisses me off that they locked fucking Kasumi's costumes behind a $15 paywall. What the fuck is this shit? That's it. I don't want to get into that anymore because we're kind of like going over time, but... So, yeah. You have anything else to say, Rick?
All I have to say is
buy this game.
Yeah, buy the game. If you guys don't buy this game, you're not going to enjoy a great story and a great game.
You're missing out on something truly special.
Why do you think they remade this game after like 2 years? After 2 years, the first one came out because it was good.
Because Atlas likes money, and they like money.
And they make great games.
You got a point there. So, all right. Do you want to go ahead and plug yourself, Ricky?
Oh yeah, if you
Where
want
can they find you?
If you like to listen to music and stuff, I don't really play instruments, but if you like to hear some songs, I have a YouTube channel at RSings, and also
YouTube.com/RSings.
Yeah, YouTube.com/RSings, and if you want my Twitter, it's at @RSings_YT.
Very cool. All right. Well, this has been a fantastic discussion, Rick. I am glad that I've been able to have you on here to talk about this.
I love being on here. It's a nice and chill experience for me.
I hope we can work on something in the future. It's been great.
It'd be great.
So, you guys know where to find me, so I'm gonna just end it all here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that gay shit. Comment down below, what was your favorite aspect of the game? Yeah, alright, cool. See you guys.